It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And coming right up, we'll see this home squad playing against Montreal. Well, for Montreal, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, maybe the best day of the NBA, Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here with us. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all and before. Okay. Thanks so much, David. And an interconference matchup tonight. Interesting watching this one.
Yeah, you only see this a couple times during the year. I mean, when you get a chance to play these teams, it's only twice, home and away, so it's very interesting.
Here are the starters for Montreal. They've got Young, Satoransky there with Paul. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Capella in at the center, locking down the middle. Barnes outside. 6 to shoot. Over Simmons. Barnes can't get it to go. Montreal on D. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
You know what? The issue that night, the misses became contagious, and the guys lost more and more confidence as it went along.
And there's the first bucket of the evening.
Should be an interesting game. Both teams coming in ready to do battle.
Capella dishes to Barnes. Shoots over Bazemore. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
He's a little uncomfortable in that in-between area, and the defense plays him that way.
Gasol wide open. He fires. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Like almost every other big in the league, it seems, Pau Gasol is working on that three-pointer.
Capella sets a screen for Paul. Inside. 7-foot shot. And Capella with a nice bucket inside.
There, they get it going. 1 for 4 now. Always feel good to get that first one.
Outside Williams. Back to Simmons. Unloads from 9. Count that one.
Really like watching Simmons go to work down low with his length and strength. There aren't many guys that can keep up with him.
Capella with a screen on Simmons. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Screen by Capella. And Satoransky kicks to Paul. Pass to Satoransky. 6 on the shot clock. Steps back and shoots. Off the left rim and out. Gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game.
I tell you what, age ain't nothing but a number when you talk about the impact of Dirk Nowitzki. I mean, with his size and shooting touch, he creates so many openings for himself and his teammates offensively.
Barnes outside. 1:19 left to play in the first. Makes it off the glass. Barnes has got his first points of the night.
Barnes is just so well developed from anywhere on the floor.
Simmons passes to Bazemore. Good looking screen by Gasol. Williams dishes to Simmons. It's rebounded by Montreal. And stolen by Simmons. Look at that jam.
Nice.
I mean, just beautiful.
I totally agree.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Screen by Capella. Paul kicks to Satoransky. Now here's Barnes. Tight defense on him. Misses from short range.
lacking confidence right now in his offense. He's been shaky all period.
Gasol, no stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Clint Capella. That free throw good from Gasol.
As Gasol continues to work on his shooting range, guess what? His free throw percentage has been creeping up as well. Probably not a coincidence.
Here's Satoransky. He's guarded by Williams. Capella with a screen on Williams. Screen by Capella. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3 from Barnes. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
I love that play for Barnes. Coming off the screen with this athleticism, hard for the D to recover.
And so it's the home team, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. And the Gasol brothers, Pau, talked about the joy of...
It's like a dream come true. It's hard to really...
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way two of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become two of the best centers in the NBA of this era.
Especially when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers. I mean, they traded him to Memphis for his brother. And that does all seem like fiction, doesn't it?
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Fun to watch. They give you no time to set up on defense, and we see that reflected in the score.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. We've got Williams. Pau Gasol is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Bazemore at the 3. And it's Paul penetrating. A second chance effort, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
This is where Chris Paul dominates, using the dribble drive to create offense and get himself to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And so Paul nails both of them. Well, Steve, when you think about leaders and players who mean as much for the mental game of their team as their coach, you know, Chris Paul right at the top of that list. He has always been a vocal floor general his whole career.
You're totally right. Paul is very aware of everything that is going on in a game. Can get in a teammate's face if they have a mental lapse. Not always an easy pill to swallow, but all players respect Chris Paul's leadership.
Simmons left side. He dishes it to Nowitzki. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Montreal the other way. Paul against Simmons. Paul kicks to Satoransky. Passes it to Barnes. Gasol with the steal. Here is Williams. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Can't convert, but a good opportunity from mid-range. He'll take that every time.
Here's Satoransky. And stolen by Simmons. And here they come. Williams with a clean look. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Williams has got his second bucket tonight.
Lightning speed. Lou picks the ball clean, gets it up ahead, and that's a nice play.
And first time out of the game called for Montreal. And at this point of the season, Steve, most players have a defined role in what they're expected to do from the coaching staff. Just how important is that to have for players in the NBA to have a roadmap to follow and stay between the lines?
It's extremely important. Reason why is you want to know what a guy's going to bring you night in and night out. And obviously, throughout the game and throughout the season and in playoffs, you have some injuries. Guys' roles change. But when everybody's on the same page and doing their job, and that's a big, I could say, quote in the NBA, do your job and good things happen.
Yep. Montreal trails by 14. And Satoransky kicks to Young. Now here's Barnes. He's covered by Bazemore, and that one's good. Barnes.
Silky smooth J from Barnes. The defense was on him, but he just uses his picture-perfect form and outstanding reach to get the job done.
Bazemore passes to Simmons. Over Paul. Keeps it alive, and Simmons is right there. Simmons got 8.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Paul kicks to Young. Screen by Capella. And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. .41 seconds left in the first half. Here's the screen. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Well, you've got to value the possession. They've given up 6 points off of turnovers this quarter alone.
Gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Williams dishes to Simmons. 27 seconds left in the second quarter. Off target with his 3. Montreal trails by 14. Here's Satoransky. He feeds it to Barnes. Screen by Capella. Here's Paul. Again, Montreal scores.
The defense has to stay on Chris Paul. He has a quick trigger on the catch and shoot.
And so it's the home team enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports
The first half of the
Halftime
books.
Show.
This is Ernie Johnson taking a look at this home squad. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
I like their commitment to that inside game, boy. Get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, splashing to the basket. Just shoot that.
And we're just about ready for the start of the
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. And here is Williams on the court right now for Montreal. Harrison Barnes is out there with Young. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Satoransky in at the 2 spot. And that one's good. Simmons.
That was a hard pick set by Gasol, willing to sacrifice his body out there.
Pass to Satoransky. Screen by Young. There's the pick. And Satoransky kicks to Barnes. Over Nowitzki. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him. 9 points for Harrison Barnes. Simmons passes to Williams. Nowitzki a screen. Now here's Bazemore. Defense right on him. Here's Simmons. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And Satoransky kicks to Barnes. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
I mean, the mid-range jump shot, a lot of guys have a hard time knocking it down.
And Pau Gasol, one of the most skilled 7-footers this league has ever seen. Whether it's the low post, high post, squaring off picks, you want the ball in his hands.
Great play calling, the execution, 3 for 3 to start the half.
Montreal calls timeout. And Pau Gasol, a very good perimeter shooter, starting to stretch his range out beyond that 3-point arc.
Yeah, his face-up game is becoming more and more prominent. Working from that elbow, he's become more of a triple threat. He can shoot it, drive it, and pass at a high level.
Here's Satoransky. He's covered by Bazemore. Right block shot. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Down low, here's Nowitzki. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists now tonight.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Paul dishes to Capella. From 13. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Gasol. Outside Williams. The dish now to Gasol. Gasol a screen. Here's Simmons. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Simmons got 14.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Paul passes to Barnes. And another three for Montreal.
And that evened things out. He had a 3 early in the first half, now gets 1 in the second.
We've got 1:13 left in the third. And Bazemore kicks to Simmons. It's rebounded by Montreal. Capella's got 4 rebounds in this game. Barnes passes to Satoransky. Basket good. Satoransky's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Good looking screen by Gasol. There's the pick. Williams kicks it to Bazemore. The pass to Simmons. The shot from the low post is good. 16 points for him. Montreal trails by 15. Screen by Capella. And Satoransky kicks to Paul. On the wing, Barnes. Guarded by Simmons. The shot by Satoransky, no good. Gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Bazemore dishes to Williams. Fader on the way. Nowitzki, the pass to Simmons. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. 18 points for Ben Simmons. And no good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The home team leading by 17. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And now let's hear what head coach Dave Yeager was reviewing with his team.
Good stuff. Keep attacking, okay?
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. They've got Kent Bazemore. Ben Simmons is out there with Lou Williams. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's Gasol in at the center position. Barnes outside. 4 on the clock. Kicks it out to Paul. 3-pointer. Paul missing again.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Steve, more and more we see guards turn to the Euro step to get around defenders and route to the rim. It's a slight move, but it's so effective. Which players do you think execute that move the best?
I think Manu, he's one of the guys I play with, even though he's older, still to perfection. Kevin Durant at his size is unbelievable. DeMar DeRozan, James Harden, and then I don't know if a Euro step you can call it for Russell Westbrook. He just changes direction. It looks like a sped up Euro step in Russell Westbrook's situation. Those are some of the guys that stand out.
Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
Gasol a screen. Floats one up. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
The experience of Williams coming through there. Catches the defender slightly out of position.
And Williams drops them both. And Smitty, with your perspective from your years in the league, as you watch the game now, what are some of the things you most enjoy watching or paying attention to when you watch an NBA game?
I think different. You know, back in my day, it was more of the 1, 2, 3rd option guys on the team. They got the basketball the majority of the time. I love the way now guys move the basketball around. It gets to the 5th option, and those guys are a threat. And also, those guys knock down more big shots now. Not just the superstars. So just watching the game evolve to more of a team game, it's a joy to watch, Kevin.
Is there better coaching now, you think, overall, Steve, than when you played? I mean, that's not an indictment of the coaches that you had, but Is there more of it now? Is there better coaching or bigger staffs for sure?
I think it was better coaching back in my day, but I think the philosophies have changed right now. I think they have better philosophies on how to approach the game, but I think overall it was better coaching in my day.
That's a very good answer. Yep, it counts.
Superb pick and roll play. Barnes is very intelligent at finishing these plays because of his mid-range shooting ability.
Williams kicks it to Bazemore. The feed now to Simmons. Nowitzki with the screen on Young. To the paint. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Capella. Nobody near Barnes. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Williams dishes to Simmons. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Nowitzki, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Thaddeus Young. Well, the league has long had a rookie orientation program. People rave about it. It continues to develop and evolve. More recently, Steve, they've created a program for players transitioning to retirement. This is an outstanding idea. What's important with that in your eyes?
I'm glad you brought that up, Kevin. I think the rookie orientation should even start even earlier. I think it should start at the college level. Not saying that everybody's going to make it to the NBA, but it helps you what they give you just in the game of life. And then transitioning to retirement, I think it should be the first day you sign that NBA contract, the transition should start, because it could end with an injury. And obviously we know even if you play a lengthy career, in 10 or 12 years is over.
Like if you were going to talk to a young player and if the player said, Steve, give me one thing that I need to remember as I go through my career and then it ends, what's the one thing, piece of advice you would feed to a young player about what's going to be at the end of this journey?
Well, I think first of all, there's a couple things, Kevin, and I have to answer. First, you got to keep your value system. Second, financially, you got to understand is make it simple as possible. You're not going to be able to live on the same type of salary for the rest of your life. So if you have a contract, say $20 million, in a simple way, divide that up for like 50 years, because that's how much you're going to need to be able to live off on.
Here is Cook. And so they get the victory here at home. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.